You can text me at 412-559-2731. And if you look at the title here, let's break some rules. The title itself has broken an internet rule, a, if you will, internet etiquette. Remember? The uppercase letters and stuff like that. It's like we're shouting, right? It's not generally done, is it? So I'm shouting at you. It's going to offend some people. It may offend a lot of people. So why would I do that? For that exact reason. Let's say hello to my friend, Tatai Sanders. Go check out his YouTube channel. Watch him walk. Are you ready for this? 3 dogs all at one time. These are not little chihuahuas, neither. I love my chihuahua. But nope, there's one full-blooded pit bull, one mixed pit bull, and one named Rocket, who is called a golden doodle. Now, the other thing about Tatai is he's an American hero. Oh, he don't like that. Matter of fact, guess what? He breaks the rule in my own personal rule. He talks about this word that I don't like. He teases me about snow and cold because he knows I don't like it. Guess why he does that, my friends? Because I call him a hero, which he is. But I'll let y'all decide if this man is a hero. He served 33 years in the United States Army. Yeah, 33 years. Then he comes home from working about a 10 or more hour day. Then he has to drive to and from work at least an hour. So we're looking at 12 hours at least every day. Guess what he does when he gets home? You think he just chills out for the rest of the night? No, he usually eats his dinner. Then he walks 3 dogs, usually at one time. But you think, okay, well, that's pretty heroic, right? Working all that time, being, in the military all that time. Yeah, well, after he's done with his, taking the dogs out, then he spends time with his wife and 2 human children. Like I said, the man's a hero. He can't handle that, but he's a hero. He's saying some stuff in there. Oh, no, he didn't. He said the word snow, friends. He said it. But at any rate, it's not about that today. We love you, Tatai, but today, this is about breaking the rules. Yeah. That's why I have it in uppercase. Because I know some people are going to be like, I know he didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a rule breaker. I don't accept the norms. I don't back down when I should. I don't get scared when I should. And I just don't take it. Oh, another thing. There are times when I won't remain silent. Now, just to give you a little background, years ago, I was filming a movie. And let's just say the gentleman was a former Marine, and unfortunately, he was, don't want to call names, but he acted like the opposite of the word work. Yeah, the one with a J that rhymes with it. Well, this Marine, as we know, Marines are trained to kill. This Marine also was like a 10th degree black belt in multiple martial arts disciplines. He also happened to be a bully. Well, he got nasty with me multiple times. I just sit there, stand there and not say anything. But he said something, I can't remember what it was. And he crossed the line. And I didn't take it. Then he threatened me. Hey, I could kill you. And he said I was going to back down. I didn't take it. I stood my ground. Now, was it dangerous? Oh, I'm sure it was. But was it the right thing to do? You better believe it. See, you want to know the conclusion? He shut his mouth and never did it again. Now, I wonder why that could be. I'll tell you why. I stood up to him. And he didn't like it to admit it. But he respected it. Because everybody else treated him like he was the king. His first name was Bill. Really, William. But they thought he was King Bill. King Bill. Yeah, right. I bring that up because I'm not all that in a bag of chips. The man could have killed anybody. He was trained to do that. Plus, he was a multiple martial artist. That's real life. For the record, it was a small, independent movie that I don't know if you could ever watch on the internet. I don't know. But it was called The Black Raven. And it was kind of a combination horror movie, monster movie, martial arts movie combo. It was like a triple play. The Black Raven. Now that was about, holy Moses, about maybe 20 years ago. And you might all be thinking, and by the way, I'm saying hi to, I know my forehead's in the way, but I got to look this way. I'm going to say it's Aether. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Don't want to butcher it, but hello and how you doing? So at any rate, so I don't bring any of that up because I'm all that in the bag of chips. No. See, all the glory goes to God. I do bring it up to point out that I mean what I say. That there are certain things that we as a people, and when I say people, I don't mean my fellow Americans. I mean all 8 billion plus on the planet. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the pretty. Nobody's really ugly. They may be ugly internally, yes. There's a lot of ugly, evil people out there. All that we can say is bless their hearts. But let me get down to why I have that in uppercase. Because I need your attention. You see, I'm not the guy. When I talk about businesses, I'm not that guy trying to sell a pillow. Oh, sure. Am I promoting? You better believe it. Do I sound like a bad car salesman or saleswoman? Absolutely 100%. Guess what? That's because I'm breaking the rules. You see, let me share a little secret with you. You're not the target market. None of you are. Well, maybe a few of you. Like the 33 years Army guy. No, I'm kidding. Actually, none of you are. And I'm not saying that to be ignorant. No, not saying that. You see, most people in affiliate marketing, or as we call it, multi-level marketing as well, we're told to go exclusively for what we call network marketers. And why is that? Because they know that these businesses are not pyramid schemes. They know that. Other network marketers, for the most part, they know. They also know that network marketing has created more millionaires in history than any other industry. Now, I have a problem with that, about us not going for anybody other than network marketers. Don't get me wrong. Am I going to go for network marketers? Yes. Because I need my team to get strong. Because, see, I guess I am one of those selfish guys. I may be the most selfish person on the entire planet. Out of 8 billion people, I may be the most selfish. I'm using that for dramatics, yes. But in a way, it's true. You see, I am selfish. I do have an agenda, and I'm breaking the rules to do it. My agenda is you. Say what? Yeah, you heard me. The trolls, the people who hate me, the people that love me, the people who don't like the politics and the ideas that I have, and the people who do. Let me cut to the chase. Who I really, really want on my team. Anyone with a pulse that wants to join me in saving lives through God's mighty help and this company. Yeah, anybody who wants to help save lives. But also the people who struggle daily. Or people living paycheck to paycheck. Or people giving up on their own self and their own dreams. Not because they want to give up. No. See, I'm not that guy either. I'm not the guy, you gave up and all that other, let's just say, things that people, I can't tell you why they do it, but maybe deep down they have given up on different people. But I can't do that. In fact, I have love in my heart for people that are what we call maybe throwaways, even if you will. Because in the past, I was friends with gang members. Gang members who had done a lot of bad things, and who knows what. I'm talking about former active gang members. Why would I be friends with people doing wrong and maybe even hurting or doing worse to people? Because there is a reason why a lot of people do a lot of really bad things. Thousands of reasons. I'm not saying it's right, because it's not. It's 100% wrong. But guess what? Anyone who is pious or says, oh, I can't believe we hung out with gang members. And I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm demonstrating a point here. Anybody that acts like that's wrong for me to be friendly with, and it's also dangerous in some cases, but in my case it wasn't. Not really. But why would I do that? Well, because I know what a lot of people go through. As a matter of fact, I have a job for you right now. Whatever your pigmentation is, or anything that people discriminate against you, or your pigmentation or nationality, I want you to close your eyes. Well, don't do it if you're driving or anything. Don't do any of that. But okay, don't keep your eyes open, because we don't want anybody to get hurt or killed over here. Keep your eyes open. And don't have any snow anywhere around you. No, I'm kidding about that. I just had to say that because it's a time. Just had to do that. Hold up a minute. Let me see something. Tatai made a statement here in the chat. He thinks the Black Raven that I'm speaking about is referring to the movie from 1943. But no, I'm talking about a movie that somebody called The Black Raven, not the Black Raven main movie, no. But let me get back to gang members and all that. I'm just going to say it like this. I'm not going to turn against somebody because of their wrong, because we don't know why they have done it. But I do know that you need to picture yourself in their shoes. Let's say that you happen to be the pigmentation known as white. You're a Caucasian woman. You're a Caucasian man. You see, you never experienced what a lot of non-white people have. Your parents or grandparents were never told they can't go into a hospital to get emergency help. Now, they had to go to one that was for blacks only, or maybe multiple races or nationalities. But they weren't segregated because they weren't white. So I'm not saying anything against Caucasians or white people. I love everybody. But the reality of it is, at least in America, if we want to be honest with ourselves, people who are not white have a lot more rights right now, currently, at least for a couple more weeks. We won't go into that. We will. See, I'm going to break every rule known to humanity if necessary. But I'm always going to make sure nobody gets physiologically hurt or physically hurt. Oh, you're going to get hurt emotionally. And I'll tell you why you're going to get hurt. Because I have been telling the truth on my TV series since 2004. When it's right, I'm going to call it out. When it's wrong, I'll shout it out. I did that wrong. I meant to say, when it's right, I'll shout it out. But when it's wrong, I'll call it out. And it doesn't matter who the person is. If, for example, let's say the most conservative Republican in Congress proposed a law, bill / eventually law, if passed. What if they came up with a really absolutely amazing idea? Because I'm considered a liberal, what I talk about, I'm almost laughing. That was kind of a fake laugh. But if you knew anything about my TV series, you would know, yes, I would tell the truth. I got some old fashioned. As a talk show host / journalist, I actually believe in doing journalism. Yeah, my dog's barking. One of the cats was hissing at another cat. Sometimes we have one of our cats is kind of a bully, or rhymes with the word work. It starts with a J. But getting back to the business at hand, yeah, I call it out. But I also, if a person does right, I say they did right. So I'm not the guy you think I am. We weren't the TV series you would expect. We were always different. Hold on one second. I'm going to get on the phone, wake my girlfriend up. Sorry, but it's time. We can't have the barking man. Give me a New York second, buddy. But don't worry, I'm going to still do my thing here. It's a little bit different. I told you I break rules, don't I? Yeah, when I say it, I play it. Get him to stop barking, come and get him. No, he didn't. They're fighting. I'm on the live. You are now being heard on a lot. Well, you're not being heard. But I got two phones, one in my hand on the right, one in my hand on the left. Please get them. Thank you. I love you. Bye. That's called taking care of the business 24/7. Well, maybe not. When I'm sleeping, Lord willing, I'm not taking care of the business other than sleeping. But hey, but again, I want to make a statement maybe a few times, but I don't see myself as any special guy. I really don't. I don't see myself as a special human being. No, I don't. God may. I hope that God does. But all the glory goes to God. Everything I've done in my life, I've done because I felt that it was the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit weird like that, I guess. I actually believe the words of a Republican president. Yeah, Mr. Liberal said Republican. See, and that, by the way, the reason why I keep pointing out that I'm a progressive or a liberal is it's a joke. I'm being kind of sarcastic in a way. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a moderate. I'm not a conservative. Nah. I'm a patriot. And I'm an American. I'm a human being. Most of all, I'm a child of God, guys. That's why I've been breaking rules since 2004. Going to keep doing it. Now let's get back to this multi-level marketing and MLM. I'm going to tell you something you probably never heard. One of the smartest decisions you will ever make is finding a reputable, honest, multi-level marketing company. One of the very smartest decisions that you can do for yourself and or your family is become someone who's an MLM affiliate. And let me tell you why. It is a fact. More millionaires have been created by multi-level marketing than any other industry. And so, yes, are there what I would call criminal multi-level marketing companies still out there in 2025? You better believe it. They come and go daily. But why on earth would I risk my reputation to ask you to pass on a link and ask people to get into an MLM? When I tell you the reason, you might have to pull over if you're driving. Because I know the truth. Not the illusions. And not the delusions. Here's the truth. If you take it seriously, at least in this business, I can only speak for this company at this time in this business. What I know about this company, which, by the way, I'm not mentioning during this live, this company has changed lives. This company is not what most people think it is. See, right now, company I'm in, it shall remain nameless. Almost every item we have is a health and wellness item. But the inside joke is we are not a health and wellness company, not at all. And so when I tell people that, and when we tell people that, they probably think we're smoking something, but we're not. No, we're actually very similar to Amazon. Because you know how they have Amazon Prime, right? That's a subscription, aka a membership. That's what Amazon Prime is. You are a member. Yeah, you pay either every month or you could pay once a year, I'm guessing. But we are actually a buyers club membership company. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, nobody in my family takes supplements. Why would I ever become a member? Because you have a brain. That's why. You are a wise person. You may not think you are. You may not have been told you are. But let me throw it down for you. I'm breaking rules now. Now, keep in mind, everything I'm telling you, I'm not really supposed to be telling you this. Because I'm not even supposed to be talking to you about this. I'm supposed to be exclusively looking for network marketers. Not you. I love you. But unless you've ever done network marketing, I'm not even supposed to bring it up to you. But I love you, so I do. Now, let me explain something about this company. This company is about 2 years and maybe about 2 years and almost 1 month old. It's already made history. In less than 13 months, we had our first 1 million members. Never happened before in the history of network marketing and even Amazon. Yeah, the great and powerful Amazon. It took them 2 years to get 1 million members. 2 full years. Guess what? When we became 2 years on December the 13th, 2024, you know how many people we had? Almost 1.6 million people when we hit 2 years. We might have had more. I'm not even exactly sure, but I know it was almost 1.6. That means we had over, in less than 2 years now, over 1,500,000 people. Amazon did not do that. Took them 2 years to get 1 million. We almost had 2. Now, I'm not bragging about this company. Yes, I am. In effect, it may feel that way, but actually, let me rephrase that. What I'm actually doing is giving you facts, data, if you will. But this information can change the lives of people you love. That's why in other videos and other ways, including contextual posts or on social media, I keep saying pass it on. I know things, but here's what I need to tell you. This company is not even officially, we're about 2 years and 1 month, almost 1 month. Actually on the 13th, be 2 years and 1 month. Well, in that time, this company has made over $100 million. Over that. Doesn't sound that amazing, maybe. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But here's what might feel amazing to you. Of that 100 million, almost half of it was paid out to affiliates. Affiliates that included me. That's right. So now let me get down to you. Why do I want you to join, or somebody you know, to join me in breaking rules? Well, what I'm about to say right now, you don't want to leave during this part of the live, because if you do, you're going to think that I'm the biggest, meanest man that ever lived, but I'm not. So I need you at least to stay until you find out exactly why I'm about to say what I'm saying. So I hope you're listening very well. I hate people having jobs. There, I've said it. I broke every rule in the book. I don't want any of you to have a job. Before you start thinking I'm the biggest, meanest person on the planet, I want you to have something 1,000 times better. Now, let me get down to the business at hand. I want you to have abundance. I want you to have financial independence, potentially. You're going to have to work for it. Don't worry. What I do, it's easy. It's easier if you get actual network markers. Not markers. I said markers. I mean marketers. If you get actual network marketers and you help train them, don't worry. Our training is easy and fun, by the way. But yeah, there's potentially a lot of money to be made, or earned, I should say. Here's why I don't want you to have a job. Because I want you to have a life. I want you to have financial freedom. I'm sure you've heard that about 1 trillion times, maybe, online. But you haven't heard it in a real way. So let me give you the reality of what I'm talking about over here. You see, once you have financial freedom, you actually have freedom. Let me get down to the real reality over here. When we have financial independence, we actually have something called freedom. Now, I don't care what country you are in, including the so-called United States of America, that apparently is a free nation. No, we're not. Oh, that upsets some people. I would hope so. I would hope it upsets almost every American that ever lived. But we're not free, guys. No, gals. In fact, I would argue that our leaders are not only liars, but almost criminals. You see, there are men and women throughout the history of this country who have died for our so-called freedom. Now, do I love every single patriot that has put on a uniform? Yes. Do I agree with their politically or morally, like if they're against certain things? I don't know. Politically, no, I don't agree with all of them. Of course not. I couldn't. Because I don't know what they believe or not believe. But here's what I will tell you. Anybody who signs on the dotted line to serve in the military for one day or their entire life, guess what? By default, you and they are heroes. So, hold on a minute. Are you saying everybody that's ever joined the military is a hero? That's exactly what I'm saying. There are different levels of heroes, yeah. But the woman or the man who's a mechanic in the military is as important as the United States SEALs, as the United States Marines, as the United States Army Infantry, or whatever it is. They were equally as important. Yes, the SEALs do a whole lot more dangerous things. There are different levels of heroes. If we want to give them a class, we'll go from 1 to 10. But a level 1 hero, maybe all you do is shine somebody's shoes. I'm being sarcastic, but you get the point. You're still a hero. You're still signed on the dotted line. You could have still been killed. So as far as I'm concerned, every Republican, every Democrat, and every independent mistreat every American veteran and active duty person. And they also lie to them. Because I'm going to tell you, we're not free, guys. To an extent we are, yes. I'm not going to argue that. Do we have more freedoms than a lot of other countries? You better believe it. Are there countries that have more freedom than us? Oh, yeah. That's another live stream. But getting back to why you should not have a job. You should not have a job. You should have a life. You should have a way to earn more money than you ever have. And as you learn your profession, I don't care what it is, you should always have a way to reach the top of the heap or the highest level. I would argue that if you work at a big box store, you should have access to the education so that one day you could be the chief executive officer of the multi-billion-dollar company. And if you don't have those opportunities, you should have a side job or a side gig or a side hustle, whatever you want to call it. And then you will obtain true freedom once you have real income. You see, because real freedom includes enough money to do what you want when you want to do it, to help your family, to go on a trip on a moment's notice, to get your kids to college if you want to do that, or trade school, whatever it is. But also, true freedom is the freedom to have money coming in while you are no longer doing anything. Guess what, guys? Here's some breaking news. Here's some news that most of our other network marketers wouldn't tell you unless they were forced to. But I'll tell you something. There are people right now earning that money, living that reality as we speak. Why aren't you? Because you've been lied to 1 trillion times. I get it. I absolutely get it. But I'm not the guy who hides the truth. Sorry. I don't want you to have a job. I want you to have a life. Now, I want you to have your day job until you're earning at least as much in your business. MLM or ZWD. I made those up. I don't know any ZWD. I was just doing that for just to be silly, really. My point is this. I really don't care what you do. The MLM, some other online business. Doesn't matter to me. What matters is you. The trolls and everybody else. I love ya. Trolls, make no mistake, I'm not the guy to mess with. I'm all about what we would call freedom of speech. Oh, you better believe that. But if you try to invade my house, my stream, I'm going to say, bless your heart. I'm going to still love you. But then I'm going to take action. Let me give you a little sidebar, which you can expect, trolls. You can expect timeouts as warning number one. But then you can expect nothing except I won't put up with it. Oh, you might think you're all that in a bag of chips. You might. You might have some skills that can allow you to do certain things. But you're not playing with an amateur here. All the glory goes to the Lord thy God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. For me, believe what you will or don't believe. But I know that God and the Lord Jesus and the Holy Spirit are real. That's another live stream. But God is as real as anything that's in our lives, guys. Trust me on that. That being said, I'm not at my first rodeo. YouTube? Here's another breaking news story. I am not just a YouTube creator. And again, I'm not all that in a bag of chips. I'm a child of God, and all the glory goes to God. But I've been blessed. I was an actual television talk show host. Love it, hate it, believe it or not. The facts are the facts. I was on live TV every single month. And I had my television talk show from the year 2004 all the way up to about 2022, 2023. You don't believe me? Do a Google search. Come on, trolls. You want to troll me? Troll this, brother. Troll this, sister. Put Albert Torcaso in a Google search engine. Go ahead, trolls. Go ahead. I break rules. I take some rules and I metaphorically throw them in the garbage. And then I throw the bag away. Oh, I can get feisty, all right. This is low grade feisty. You ain't seen anything yet. Watch a few of the Humanity Matters live episodes when people have done some serious wrong. Let me put it to you this way. I have friends that I love. I consider them family. If they had seen some of the Humanity Matters live episodes, they wouldn't have recognized me. Yeah, they would have visually. But what I mean is, I got heated. And I mean heated. Because I don't go for wrongdoing. And I'm telling you right now, something I'm going to say to you, if you are a fellow American, this should make you so mad that it forces you to act. I don't care what your age is. Because let me tell you something. Getting back to why jobs are terrible. And why I want you to work that terrible, monstrous job until you have enough income coming in from whatever it is that's your side gig that you can go into that job and let your boss know in a nice way. You know, John, you know, Shaniqua, you didn't treat me right. And I didn't appreciate it when my son was sick and you forced me to come in and you threatened to fire me. No, I didn't appreciate that. I had to deal with it because I needed the money. But now I'm going to tell you what time it is, and don't bother to look at your watch or your phone. I don't need an Apple Watch. I don't need a Fitbit, a phone, or any other of that stuff. Let me tell you the real deal. You can do stuff like this. Now keep it G-rated and non-violent. But you'll get the satisfaction one day, God willing, of doing stuff like this. You can say, hey, I have a little bit of a message for you. You see that door over there, that entrance and exit that lets us come in and out of this building, this store, this restaurant? And they'll look at you. Yeah, why? Or whatever they may say or not say. And say, you see that? They say, yeah. You turn around and you walk out. You could say some departing words if you want, but it's not necessary. You walk out and you leave them hanging. Maybe they will have to rush to get another employee or team member. Yeah, right. Team member. Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Team. Really? That's another lie. So you see, my friends, everything I'm saying here, a lot of you are going to think I'm lying to you. And I'm glad you think that. I'm actually happy you think I'm a fraud man or a con man. I love it. And I love it when people underestimate me. Love that too. I love it when people use foul language at me, not in the chat. You want to say it, you say it verbally, but not in the chat. Because that is an automatic forever gone. But I got a challenge for you. You who don't believe what I'm saying, do the Albert Torcaso Google search. Do it here on YouTube. Write in Humanity Matters Live in Google. I don't know if Yahoo's still in business, because frankly, I haven't been bothering to check. But if you put in Albert Torcaso in YouTube or Google, or probably DuckDuckGo, you have a couple of options. You can get regular links to come up, or in a lot of cases, you could actually look at my image and see my comb-over man. You can see my bald head, my shining forehead, and even my comb-over. But you know what you can't do? You know what you cannot do? And I have nothing to do with it. Remember, Google and YouTube do what Google and YouTube do. See, but you can't do something. You can't deny that I'm telling you the truth. Because once you go and do that search on Humanity Matters Live or on Albert Torcaso, the word, the name, a whole lot of stuff's going to come up. Now, I will tell you that Google has got me mad multiple times. They've associated, and I have no idea how, why, or I don't get it either. But they've associated my name with things I had zero to do with. But I also had bizarre situations. Now, a couple of them I understood. But my name has been associated with presidents of the United States of America sometimes. And I'm like, I clicked the link myself. I'm like, why on earth? It doesn't make any sense. But I know specifically years ago, I just decided to Google my own name. I put in Albert, then I put a space, then I put in Torcaso, Torcaso. And I didn't expect a whole lot to come up at that time. I'm talking like 10, 15 years ago. And all that I can tell you is I had done it multiple times. Every now and then I'll do it again. But at one point, President Barack Obama, a link with him came up. And this was before I covered him. No. And I made a blooper. It was after. Yeah, I did say I covered him in an event. Bold statement. Probably lying. Go ahead, check it out on YouTube. You'll be all right. But I'm going to warn you. I'm messing with you in a little bit. See, guys and gals, everything I say, a lot of it doesn't sound real. It sounds like a lie. I'm going to give you the spoiler, if you will. Not a lie. I have been in the same room with the former president of the United States, a woman who should have been president of the United States. You may have heard of her name. Former First Lady, former Secretary of State, I believe it was. Oh, and President William Jefferson, Bill Clinton's wife. Yeah, you might have heard of her. Hillary Rodham Clinton. Yeah, I was in the same room with her. And somebody may have heard of President Bill Clinton. Same room. All the glory goes to God. Just happened to be blessed. Let me tell you, I had a chance to shake President Clinton's hand, but I couldn't do it. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I'm not laughing for that reason. And I want to say hi to Jen, who may not be here anymore. I apologize. But I didn't want my forehead up in your face again. You know, I mean, because I literally have to get that close to see it. The print's so small. At any rate, yes. Well, you might wonder, why didn't I go to shake President Clinton's hand? Well, the first time I ever had a spasm in my back that was so extreme that I literally couldn't stand up for a very, very long time, for more than a minute. And I was in extreme pain or discomfort. Nah, it was pain. So during the event that the former president was at, that I was filming, fortunately, I was able to film it. I didn't get the greatest angle because I couldn't really stand up. In fact, there was a gentleman filming for the Associated Press, or AP, and he had this little stool to, be able to stand higher. And he saw that I was in so much pain, he told me to go ahead and sit down. And again, I was able to get pretty good coverage. But I literally got within, I'd say maybe, 3 to 5 feet, somewhere around there. And then at that point, I just said, much as I would like to have get to shake his hand again, I was like, no, not going to do it. And by the way, I liked Bill Clinton. Still do. Don't like everything he did? No. Don't like that he cheated on his wife. In fact, I made a couple of statements about it on what I thought was only a petition. A few months later, I got a letter from the White House. And let me tell you guys and gals, you get a letter from the White House, you might not have a problem going to the bathroom for a minute. It's definitely an experience. I was like, what? Well, that's another live stream, but I will share with you. When that happened, Annette said to me, that's my living girlfriend. I've been with her since before a lot of you were even born. I've been with Annette since the year of 1982. Yeah, for real, for real. At any rate, so one day Annette comes into the house. She's like, "You got something from the White House?" I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "In the mail. You got something from the White House." And I'm like, "Yeah, right. I got something from the..." I thought she was joking. She said, "I'm serious. You got something from the White House." I still didn't really believe her. Then she showed me the envelope. Man, let me tell you, woman, let me tell you something. I was like, "I did what?" Excuse me, I got to read just a little bit. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I get this letter from the actual real White House. I'm holding this in my hand. And I'm like, why would the White House be sending me anything? So I finally open it. And there's this letter that somebody had written, because that's, the White House, they have a lot of things that they have to do for the presidents, whomever it is. And there's this letter, and I don't know how much the actual president, Bill Clinton, saw. If he did, I don't know. I have no idea, but I do know his, what they call automatic signature, was actually on the letter. Somewhere in this house, I hope I still have it. But at any rate, I had gotten a letter, supposedly from the president, definitely from the real White House. And he was giving comment on the comments that I said about what he had done that he shouldn't have done, that cost about $80 million, excuse me, because they tried to impeach him over. Let's just say, to keep it G-rated, yes, I'm talking about the Monica Lewinsky caper. Y'all have to look that up. Well, at any rate, I'll tell you even what I said, some of the things I said. I didn't think, look, this was early internet, guys. This was early internet, or early for me at least. And there was like this petition, and I told the truth. I was angry that he had done what he had done. Not necessarily for the same reasons that a lot of Americans were, because we all do dumb things in life. We've all, quote unquote, sinned. But I was angry because I don't believe in cheating on your girlfriend or your husband or your wife or your boyfriend. I don't believe in cheating. I've been with Annette since 1982. Not one day have I ever cheated. See, because I have a different philosophy on that. I believe you don't cheat. If you want somebody new, you let the person you're with know, look, honey, I'm just interested in somebody else, whatever. And yeah, it's going to hurt that person, and I don't want that to happen. But I never cheated on any of the girls that I was with. I didn't believe in it. I would rather tell them to their face, get them mad, maybe get slapped upside the head. Don't want to do that, but you get the point. Now I wouldn't get slapped upside the head. I could actually move faster than what a lot of people think. But y'all didn't hear that, all right? God willing, I should say. But yeah, I never cheated. So when he had the Monica caper, the Monica disgusting abomination, I would say, almost. I don't believe in cheating. I won't even go on that ride. So I confronted him on it, thinking that he'd never see it, that nobody in the White House would ever really see it. And then I said, and Mr. President, do me a favor. Please get some glasses. And it was cruel. And I'm sorry to Monica Lewinsky, but I actually wrote this in my so-called protest or whatever it was, petition, because you were allowed to give comment and write whatever you want. I was like, Mr. President, you don't cheat on your wife. And by the way, get a new pair of glasses, Mr. President, because, do me a favor, get a new pair of glasses, because she did not look good. And I'm not trying to be cruel, But in all honesty, I was serious. I was as serious as they come. But mainly, I don't believe in cheating. Never have, never will. Now, I will tell you, I was on a movie set, and people say God does not exist. God exists. Because up until that time, I had never cheated on a net. So one day, I'm on the movie set, and this absolute beautiful girl, she was about 19, and I was about 20. I mean, no offense, guys and gals, this was a super attractive woman. Could have been one of the sports models almost. And I don't understand why what happened. But next thing I know, we're talking and hanging out with each other during the time we weren't filming and everything. And so I was tempted. Oh boy, was I tempted. Sorry, Heavenly Father. Sorry, Jesus and Holy Spirit. I was tempted because she looked so fine, it should have been illegal. That's the facts. Well, we were both scheduled to be back on the movie set the next day. Let's just say that after filming, well, we were supposed to accidentally meet somewhere. Y'all didn't hear that, okay? I know you heard it, but you didn't hear it. So, people say God don't exist. Y'all don't know what time it is. You better get a new watch. God, I'm guessing, or just I was blessed to have this happen. For whatever reason, she didn't get called to the set. I don't know if the company decided not to use her. I don't know what happened. But I will admit, I don't believe in cheating. But I honestly, at that point, even though I don't believe in it, I was going to break my own rule. I was going to break my own rule. And you know what? I am so glad that young woman was never there again. Now, I don't know if I've gone through with it. I'm guessing even then I would have stopped myself because I don't believe in cheating. But I also know that I'm a human being. And I also know that I love beautiful women. I love all women because I love and respect women. But I was like 20 years old. And honestly, this woman, man, whew, I mean, to be honest with you, every guy that was on that set gave her, she almost had exclusive attention. No offense to the other women that were there, but it is what it is. Oh, I almost forgot. She was blonde with blue eyes. And yeah, she was actually from Sweden. Yeah. And I'm just going to tell you, she looked good. But people say God don't exist. Okay. Let's put it this way. Someone or something kept her from coming. She was scheduled to be there. But I thank God for that because I would never have wanted to cheat. I was tempted. I mean, think about the Bible. Even Jesus was tempted, and he didn't. He resisted. And I'm not saying I'm anything like Jesus. I'm like 100 trillion times far away from even thinking about that. But I will say this, that I'm so glad that that didn't happen because when it comes to cheating, it makes me angry. I just don't like it. I don't believe that we should cheat on anybody. I don't think it's necessary even. If you don't want the person anymore, just tell them. Don't ghost them. Don't text them. Don't do it the wimpy way. Tell them. At least call them on the actual phone. I don't mean texting or chatting or any of that, let's just say weak way. I mean old school, tell them on the phone. Or better yet, tell them in person. That's the right thing to do. But in any case, because President Bill Clinton had cheated, when I had the opportunity, I told him. I was mad. I'm like, you don't cheat on your wife. And get some glasses. That's basically what I said. And yes, I'm not lying to you about this. It happened. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this guy's making stuff up. Here's one thing about YouTube that I absolutely love. When you upload a video, it's dated. And you can't manipulate it unless you're like maybe an extremely great hacker. It's possible, I guess. I don't even know if it is. I'm sure that it is if you're like high level. Excuse me. But for the majority of the people, at least for me, you see what you see. So, as I said, that day I was in a lot of pain. Never had that kind of pain before. But when I say I was in the same room with former President Barack Obama, I covered him before he became president. Covered means as a press person. That's what we mean by covered, for those of you who don't know. And then in 2016, I was in the same room with former President Bill Clinton. And I wasn't close to him the majority of the evening. Of course not. I was press. But when he was leaving, I had that chance. I just was like, I wouldn't have done it for anybody. Well, if God was there, of course, God would help me to get rid of my back pain. But if there was like if God was there or Jesus decided to come back and I had a chance to speak to Jesus, you better believe I don't care if I was in the worst pain in the history of pain. Yeah, that's a different story. And no offense to the former president, of any former president, but no. No, if you're Jesus, oh yeah. That being said, in getting ready to conclude, I want you to listen to this part. More important, it's almost more important than anything else I've said. If you want to get your dream to become a reality, you need to start trusting people. If you don't trust people, you're not going to get there. I want you there. Now, why do I want people on my team so badly? That I break every rule in the book. Like I said, I'm not supposed to be looking for you. If you're not a network marketer, you're not supposed to exist almost in business. That's cruel, but true. I think it stinks, actually. Because ironically, even though what I'm doing is probably one of the hardest ways to get a team together, you or your friend or family member are the people I want on my team. I want you more than I want any network marketer. And here's why. It gets real deep. I'm not going to go deep today. I could, but I can share this enough. This much with you, excuse me. You are the exact person that may have given up hope on your dreams. You may be thinking you're stuck in that job forever because you have to pay bills or, I don't know, whatever. I'm here to tell you, you're not stuck anywhere. You think you are. But you're made to think that. Now, this gets really deep, and I'm not going to go there. But if any of you want to know or ask me to do more, let's just say thought-provoking live stream or video, you can text me at 412-559-2731. But I'm here to tell you your dreams can become reality. And here's another thing you need to know. Each and every one of you have the capabilities to succeed in this particular business. Every one of you, every person you know has that potential. Now, I'm not just saying that because I want you on my team. I'm saying it because it's 100% true. It's going to take some things from you. Things that maybe you're not willing to do. Things you're going to have to learn. But as you learn them, you will succeed in ways in life if you employ what you learn. For example, give you a perfect example. This company we're in, you know what we do, the majority of us, to get affiliates or other members in? It's pretty hard. I mean, this is hard labor. This is probably heavier than a 60-pound box that you may have to help carry. Now, I'm being silly. Here's what we actually do. The majority of us. Now, wait and see if you're qualified. See if you can do this. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, right. It's easy. We share a link to a 5-minute video. That link that I've been telling you all about, those of you who know, or in other videos or live streams, yeah, that link takes you to a 5-minute video. Now, I know that almost every one of you have shared videos and links online. We share a link to a 5-minute video. When a person becomes an affiliate and or a member, we earn money. We don't earn money off of products. So, what does that mean to you? It means you have a chance at success. Just like myself and other people. There are people in this business, the one I'm in, they're earning maybe $50 extra a month. That's like $600 a year that you don't have right now. There are people that's earning $100 a month. That's $1,200 before taxes. There are people earning $1,000. Keep going, whatever number you want. All the way up to over $100,000 a month. Yeah, I said a month. Yes, I did. There's a gentleman named Tim Miller. He's one of our most successful members. He earns over $100,000 a month in bonuses. The majority of it is in bonuses. Now, you might think, well, he must be extremely good. He must have started with already started at like 10,000. No. I'm going to share this much with you about Tim Miller before I go, because a lot of people want to talk about multi-level marketing being a pyramid scheme, right? And only if the company's a fraud. A lot of people say, oh, you have to have this, and you have to have that, and you have to be able to walk, and that means no when I make that silly noise. You see, now I'm going to get real. You've been lied to and you've given up. I want you back in the fight. I want you to break rules. And by the way, when somebody says, "Oh, you're an MLM. Oh, you're a fraud. You're a con. You're in a pyramid scheme," let them say it. But then you can pretend like you're Clint Eastwood in a Dirty Harry movie, G-rated, and don't hurt anybody. You can look at them and say, "So, you think I'm in a pyramid scheme, do you? You called me a fraud and a con, right, punk? Let me give you some information. Number one, multi-level marketing created more millionaires than any other industry. So shut your teeth and your gums. Number two, I know people who've earned money. And most importantly, you got a nerve to tell me what I should and shouldn't do. You know what's funny? I don't see you paying my bills. And unless you're going to pay every bill I ever have, then don't bother telling me what to do. If you don't pay my bills, shut your mouth. Obviously, I wasn't trying to be like Clint Eastwood, but that's the point. I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your aunt, your best friend. Don't disrespect them, because they've been lied to too. But unless somebody's paying your bills forever, unless they've been working a job where they had pain or got hurt or had to not go to a funeral or a wedding or whatever it may be, unless it happened to them. And even if it did happen to them, guess what? That doesn't change the facts. Here are the facts. While you are going to, I'm not saying you did directly, but you as a person, I'm saying it as a whole. While you may call something a pyramid scheme, or you or they may say it's a fraud, here's something I want you to really think about right now. For Jen, to Ty, and anybody and everybody that ever sees this, here's what I want you to think about. Right now, around the globe, in many different countries, there are people who never made a dime in multi-level marketing, who were burned multiple times. Burned meaning ripped off, lost money, whatever you want to call it. There are people around the globe in many countries that are in this company that for the first time in their lives are earning money. Some are earning a little. Some are earning a good amount. Now, Tim Miller, he's off the charts. And I almost forgot to tell you the rest of, well, not the rest of Tim Miller's story, but I'm going to give you the spoiler. Tim Miller started, like everybody else, $0 and 0 cents. But Tim Miller had some challenges that, God willing, you won't. Or you may not. You see, Tim Miller started at $0, 0 cents. Tim started doing what he does, sharing the video, the 5-minute video, the 5-minute free tour video. But he did it while being homeless and in a wheelchair. You heard me right. Homeless and in a wheelchair. He was in a hospital and almost died. He started getting better. When he got out, he started working this business. Working by sharing the link to the 5-minute free tour that anybody that goes to that website that I tell you about, will see the exact same thing or one similar. I don't know if it was the exact same one, but as a result, he was homeless in a wheelchair. He didn't let it stop him. As a result, he became slowly but surely, and within a year, the most successful affiliate in our company. And every month he earns at least 100 grand. Yes, he is officially a millionaire, even after taxes. Yes, he's officially a millionaire. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire, because I'm not God. But you know what I'm not saying also? I'm not saying you won't be, because I'm not God. But I know somebody with God's mighty help who will become a millionaire, like Tim. I know somebody. And you officially do too now. You're looking at him. With God's mighty help, I will be that millionaire. But here's the problem with that. Knowing Tim Miller's story will not buy you anything. When you see the reality, once I am a millionaire, and it will come to pass, God willing. When I'm a millionaire, it's not going to buy you anything. If you need groceries, you need fruits and vegetables, or bread, or whatever it is, and you don't have money, knowing Tim and my story, or Ivan Harris Sr.'s story, once he's a millionaire, and he will be with God's mighty help, knowing our stories, not going to help you. Not going to help your mom or whoever you love that you want to help. You know what will help you? I'll tell you what will help you. Believing in a higher power will help. And also believing in yourself. And bringing back trust. And breaking the rules. Why is breaking the rules part of it? Why is it so important? I don't necessarily mean it in the way that it sounds or in the way that you may think. But breaking the rules could include what I'm doing right now, talking to you. Remember, we're told to only go after network marketers because they know the truth. They've earned money, a lot of them. Just for the record, every one of us, pretty much everybody that's ever been in MLM, have been ripped off by other companies. Yes. Yes, they have. Yes, I've been cheated. So the logical question you may have is, why didn't you give up? Or, weren't you afraid? Listen, it wouldn't matter if I was terrified. I can't give up. You you might be saying, why is that, Albert or Al? Because I know what is true. And I know that the most millionaires ever created, the industry that's created the most millionaires, is the MLM industry. Affiliate and multi-level marketing. Now, you may not like to hear that. You may not believe in it. I love you. It's okay. And I'm not trying to force you to get into an MLM. No. But I want you in this company? Yes. But am I saying that I won't answer your text if you text me? If you don't come in? I'm not saying that. What if you decided to get an Amazon gig going on? You know, here on YouTube, there's a lot of ads. How you can earn money through Amazon without owning a business from it, or whatever it is. They even have one now where they claim that Amazon is required to make sure they something about $50 million. Frankly, I don't listen to them because I know that they're not being honest. Now, is it possible? I don't know because I didn't try it and I'm not going to try it. I do know you can become an affiliate if you own a domain of your own and a website of your own. Yes, because I was at one time years ago an Amazon affiliate. Now, let me tell you, did I earn any money from Amazon? Full disclosure, yeah, I did. Yeah, one time somebody went through my website and they bought a $50 item. I earned some money from Amazon. They earned $50 before taxes, right? You know what Amazon gave me? My cut, if you will? 50 cents. Yeah, that's what I thought. How are you going to give me 50 cents when you earned $50? That's what Amazon did. See how impressed I am with Amazon? Yes, I'll buy stuff there if I can get a good discount. And it better be good. If it ain't good, I'm out of there. You want full disclosure? You got full disclosure. And I love you. I don't always buy on Amazon now. I use that Temu, Temu, a lot more than Amazon. Right now, Temu can save you some for real money. But even Temu cannot match what our company does. Our company, when you are a member, not an affiliate, you can choose to be an affiliate and a member. But if you want to just be a member, it's $9.95 a month. Now, you might say, well, what do I get for that? Here's what you get. Let's say that you have someone that you love, who you feel may need some extra energy. Maybe they're sluggish around you. Maybe, well, I don't know what the reason would be. I'm not God. All the glory goes to God. But let's just hypothetically say, maybe you want to try one of these energy drinks that we have. And our energy drinks are not like anybody else's. Why? Because we don't want to load you up on caffeine. But that's another story. Pretend for a minute that you ordered it. Every member that pays $9.95, every member has access to discounts of up to 80%, 75 to 80%. That's for members on already extraordinarily low prices. Now, this sounds like I'm trying to sell you a pillow, but I'm not. I'm just telling you the facts. You might say, well, Albert, or Al, you can call me Al, it's all good. There's nobody I know that likes wellness drinks or supplements or whatever. That's all good. You should still become a member for $9.95 a month. And you might be like, well, why should I do that? Well, you ever hear of that company called Amazon that I just mentioned? Here's the thing. You become a member, you keep your membership. What I'm about to tell you is not going to sound legitimate, but I know it's legitimate because, brother and sister, I got paid money. Oh, yeah. Just for being a member. Just for being a member, people came in with other sponsors and what have you. And there's something I don't know how much it's in the industry, but in our company, there's something called spillover. So we get paid per member. So what happened was I started getting what they call spillover. As a result, I've been paid multiple times. Multiple times. I don't really want to go there. But sometimes you have to break all the rules. Members in this company, they're $9.95 a month who stay in. I don't know how long it's going to take. May take a month, may take a year, may take 3 or 4 years. But every member that stays in eventually is going to earn money. That's the secret I didn't want you to know. I really didn't want you to know this. Because it does sound like it's a fraud. And a lot of what we do don't sound legitimate. You know why? Our company's the first company to be doing a lot of this. Yeah. I guess since I spilled the beans, I might as well leave with this. There's something called a matrix in every compensation plan or most compensation plans for what they call multi-level marketing companies. When you get paid, that's called a compensation plan. Well, the 4 founders of this company love people. The 2 original owners, or the 2 that brought this company into being, actually started this company because they were sick of the multi-level marketing industry. Wait a minute, that don't sound right. You heard me right. As a matter of fact, the owner, first name is Ben. Ben has earned a lot of money in network marketing. Lots of money. I can't even guess. But he left the industry. And one of his great friends, who he met through network marketing, known him for like 25 years, Narder. He kept talking to Ben. So finally they decided to create this company. And they put in their compensation plan a way for everybody who's a member to eventually earn money. And let me tell you something. I thank God for this company. I do. You may be an atheist. I love you. I thank God. I thank the Lord Jesus. I thank the Holy Spirit. This company, in a lot of ways, saved my life and Annette's. I can't go into that right now. But I can tell you, when it comes to me, you don't have to think that I'm a scammer. Because I'm not. You don't have to believe me. Because I have the evidence. Now, in a civil court case, you know how a person wins the threshold for you to win a civil court case? It's called the preponderance of the evidence. Look up my name on YouTube, Albert Torcaso, Torcaso. Look up my name on Google, Torcaso, Torcaso, Albert Torcaso. And be ready to be shocked. Oh, this isn't shocking. Every word that I've told you today, and for a number of years, I'm telling you the truth. Whether you like it or not, or accept it or not, does not change the fact. Now, I will share this with you. They don't want us to go after you because you're not the target market. Because you don't even believe that it's legitimate. But I don't listen to any way. I don't listen to their way. I love each and every one of you. And frankly, I want to see you leave the big box store because you have more income coming in while you sleep than you did in the entire 4 to 8 hours you are working at that store or at the fast food, wherever it is. I want you to have what you need. I want you to finally have time independence, time freedom, if you will, financial independence with God's mighty help, financial freedom. I want it for you as bad as I want it for me. Now, of the two of us, with God's mighty help, I know one of us is going to get it. That's me. I know I'm going to get it with God's mighty help. I've already earned money. It's already started, my friends. I've earned it while I was asleep. I've earned it while I was out having fun. Even when I've been at the amusement park, Kennywood Park in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Guess what? I was having fun riding the roller coaster. And while I was doing that, I was earning money. No, not a scam. No, not some kind of pyramid scheme. Money. So, you all have a choice. You can do whatever you want. But you know what you can never do? You can't deny the evidence. And my name is Albert Torcaso. Oh, yes, it is. All the glory goes to God. But I say a lot of stuff. But you know what I have? I have the proof. I have the preponderance of the evidence. The preponderance of the evidence. And as they said in an old TV show, I wasn't even born yet, they had a TV series called Dragnet. And the detective would say, "Just the facts, ma'am," sometimes. Well, he probably never even said that line the way they claim he said it, but he did ask for the facts. So, guys and gals, here are the facts. You can choose to do nothing and not get the abundance you deserve. Or you can choose to trust. And with God's mighty help, and you taking it seriously, and staying what we call plugged in, with God's mighty help, you have that chance. And you know what? I'm so afraid of people. I'm so terrified of people thinking I'm some kind of con man that I showed my face for almost 2 hours here. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm not saying it to be nasty to you. I love you. But I am saying it to point something out. I broke the rules to speak to you. And I would do it again. Because your life matters. Everybody you know matters. You want the boldest statement ever that I've done? Well, it's not really. Not even really that bold. But you want to know something? Even the people that are bad and that we don't like and bless their hearts. Guess what, guys and gals? Your life really does matter. Yeah, because all lives really does matter. Humanity and animal life and other life really does matter. Text me at 412-559-2731. Whether you join, whether you don't, I love you. In the meantime, the next time somebody tells you what to do, pretend that you are Paul Anka. Look them up on YouTube. Or maybe you're Frank Sinatra. Or maybe you're Elvis. Or even Celine Dion. The next time somebody tells you not to do something that may help your life, you tell them, I don't do it your way. I do it my way. My way. I do it my way.